Yes, people, waffled on in the building, and it's going to be another match reaction. It's an early one, I know, but this is how we do. I give you the surprise shows that you're never going to think, oh, what's waffled on doing now? But big up to everyone in the building. Slap the likes on your way in. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe to the channel and ting and ting and ting-a-ling-a-ling, school bell a ring. But anyway, as you know, this is going to be a live match reaction because my pre-recorded match reactions don't get no traction. Match reaction don't get no traction. So you know what? Instead of doing the toast, I'm going to have some waffle, and I've got some chai tea with me as well today. But anyway, people, man, let's get into it. Everton versus Arsenal yesterday. Arsenal 1-0 win. Hooray. Great victory. I'm going to talk about the game because there were some things that I liked and there was some things I didn't like in that match. I done the watch along with Cape and Gunner Street last night. Big up to them, man, last night as well. And it's difficult when you do watch alongs with, you know, very optimistic people. It's very, you know, and especially when their stream is ahead, it's very difficult to kind of like watch the game because you're literally like more excited about their reaction than actually, you know what I mean, the game. So if they're in front of me and we score, it's almost like a second reaction in it. But you know what, we got the 3 points at the end of the day, and this is just going to be a breakdown of the game because I just felt that the game wasn't a great game. The result was great, but I thought that we lacked, you know, composure in front of goal. Yeah, we hit the post twice, but I felt that we could have been really like clinical in certain situations. And what are these guys doing in training, man? Because when I'm seeing the training videos, these men are just putting the ball in the net. Simple, but we're hitting post and we just don't look clinical at the moment, and it is concerning that we're not putting these teams to the slaughter, especially Everton. I felt Everton were there for the slaughter yesterday. You know, we started that game a little bit, I'm not gonna say nervy, yeah, but it was almost like we had either City win on our minds or we were thinking about the Palace game because we didn't take it to them. You know, all right, in the first few minutes Gyökeres got a little bit of a run and stuff like that, but you know, we kind of allowed Everton, well, we had to weather the storm with Everton, to be honest. Yeah, Everton were trying to put pressure on us from the get-go in the midfield, and we had to weather that storm. After that storm, 15-20 minutes, we kind of got into the game. You know, there was the, you know, Saka, you know, was getting joy down the right hand side. Trossard as well, he was getting joy on his side as well, and we were playing the ball around. Saka was switching sides and everything as well, so you know, he was getting into the game. Obviously the first controversial incident was the Gyökeres push on his back. Beautiful ball. Was it from, who crossed that ball in again? I can't even remember. I think it might have been Saka or it might have been Odegaard. I can't even remember who it was. But the ball came in and people are saying that it looked like Gyökeres went down easy. Pause. Yeah, it looked like he went down easy, but I don't know. I don't know. Could he have headed that? Maybe a possibility. Was he pushed off balance? It looked like that to me. I haven't watched it over and over again, so I'm going to leave that open for the chat in terms of what they think about that situation. But for me, looking at that, I thought it was a penalty. The player had both hands on his back. There was no need for it. And I'm not going to be biased, yeah, about any of the decisions today. I'm going to say it as it is. I'm going to say it as I saw it. Don't have to agree with me, but it's cool anyway. So yeah, I thought that was a penalty. Ball goes out for a corner, I believe. One of their players headed. I can't remember who headed it or whatever. And then, yeah, the next minute, is it James O'Brien or whoever jumped up in the air, wanted to do a Van Dijk and, you know, do a slam dunk, and hands with the ball like that. You know what I mean? Like he was receiving something, yeah, like an American footballer. And what got into that guy's mind? He's lost his team that game, man. Seriously, yeah. So referee, it goes to VAR. It's so blatant. I don't know why the referee's looking at it like 2-3 times. It's as clear as day. Penalty rewarded. Gyökeres slots it into the goal, and it's like almost, yeah, the frustration has just zapped out of his body, and we scored, and it's 1-0. And it was a good penalty, man. Keeper went the right way, but the amount of power on that, yeah, that would have taken his head off. You could see the net as well, like move up. That's how much power is in a goal, power in the shot. But after that, we tried, you know, or from what I can remember, we tried to get the second one, but it just weren't happening. Lots of niggly fouls, ball going out consistently, from what I can remember. And we were comfortable in it in the first half, I believe. Was it the first half or the second half? Yeah. Okay, this is the second half. That tackle happened. So yeah, we went in, you know, comfortable first half. Was there any more chances in the first half, if I can remember? I can't remember any more really good chances we had in the first half. Did Saka have a chance? I can't remember. I can't remember the chances. I cannot remember the chances, yeah. But anyway, yeah. After that, second half starts, and I don't know about these second halves, man. I don't know. The second half, we started okay, but then there was that issue with Zubimendi where I don't know how they didn't get any free kick in that situation, you know. Zubimendi takes his man down, and they're not even rewarded a free kick. Could it have been given as a penalty? Well, it was just outside the box, but I just felt that was a bit slack from us, yeah. And we don't look like we're in that mode yet, and it's very concerning that we're in a title race once again, and we're not looking like that team that really wants it. I'll be honest, I'll be real with you. It doesn't look like we really want it at this moment. Yeah, there's too much nice guys in this team, yeah, that are just happy to accept anything for me. Yeah. No, be aggressive with it, yeah. We want this title, bro, yeah? Do you know what I'm saying? We want this title more than anything. More than anything. So show it. Everton, you know, they defended very well yesterday. Midfield as well. They packed out the midfield as well. But yeah, there was the incident again with Saliba as well. What's the guy's name? Barry. The ball bounces in our area, and Saliba and Barry have gone for the ball. But what's happened? Barry's got his foot up, and Saliba's kicked his foot. Now, I've heard on other channels that shouldn't be a penalty, but for me, I've seen them given in it. So I'm not gonna do the double standards thing and say, oh, do you know what? Yeah, that was never a penalty. Nah, that was a penalty for me. There was contact. Go down, making a meal of it, but you know, there was contact in it, and Saliba's timing, you know, was poor in that situation. There was also another time as well where Saliba had the ball, yeah, and he passed it straight into the middle, into their midfield, and they got on the attack. I didn't like that. I think Saliba for me, he still needs. Saliba's not a leader to me. He still needs a Gabriel next to him. He still needs that player, yeah, that's gonna like, can I say, nurture him. He's a good player. He's a very good player, no doubt. But he still needs someone that's that's aggressive. That's able to like speak to him. I don't think he needs someone that's a shouter. I don't think Saliba works well when he has a player next to him that's a shouter. I think he probably works better with someone that that's can talk to him. You know what I mean? Like, you know, William. You know what? Yeah, maybe try this. Maybe that. He's like probably like someone that can talk to him. Privately, in improving what he needs to do. But that second half as well. I didn't think it was the most exciting. Yeah, we had some chances. Trossard hits the post. Who hit the post as well? Zubimendi hit the post as well. I don't think Zubimendi was particularly good in the first half. In the second half, Rice was doing a lot of covering for Zubimendi as he went forward as well. And in these games, you got a lot of. He lacks physicality in these games, I'm not, it's not the first time I've heard this reference, but he had a good shot in the second half. Hits the outside of the post. Trossard's got to be scoring for me. I think he's kind of like not put enough bend on the ball to make that 2-0. And it was always a question in this game of, yeah, either we score the second or we give a goal away. And that's how it felt for me. I wasn't completely like nervous, but I was a bit like, what happens if? What will happen if? So yeah, as I was saying, yeah, I just didn't personally think it was a great game. And people can say, yeah, it was good, it was a great performance and stuff. But these games, I think, are not always going to be great as well. And sometimes you just got to just like hold your hand up. Yeah, it was a dogged performance. We grinded out that result. And these are the times where you need to grind out results. They don't have to be great performances all the time. It's just the result for me. That's the most important factor out of everything. Going through this busy period. Remember as well that we've got Crystal Palace on Tuesday as well. So I think players want to get through the game, no injuries as well. So that was a plus as well, in terms of like, the whole scheme of things as well. But it was a great result. We're still 2 points ahead. I know it's not massive, but from what we've been through in the last month, 6 weeks or so, I think the last 2 wins is appreciated, and big up to the team, for going through this busy period, and you know what, it is an excuse, and it's a reason. We've had a lot of injuries and stuff like that as well, so players are changing all the time. Eze, no Madueke yesterday. It looks like they're being kept fresh for the game on Tuesday against Palace. I get that as well, but I would have liked to see maybe some minutes as well. So it'd be interesting to see the team that Arteta puts out on Tuesday, considering that Saka's played literally, a whole 90 yesterday. But a lot of people looked at this game as a potential banana skin. When I mean banana skin, potentially drawing this game. I don't think we were going to lose this game, but this could have been a potential draw, and this could have actually really started to upset the apple cart as well. So yeah, people, man. Apart from that, yeah, it's not really much to really talk about in terms of like more of the game. Saka had a decent game. I felt Saka was good. There was some individual performances with that were all right. I don't think anyone was great, but it's one of them ones. But I'm going to do a quick ranking, people, yeah, of the players on here as well. So I'm just going to go through them quickly as well. We get to the chat towards in a bit. Right, let's bring up the lineup builder. Shout out to everyone in the chat as well. Make sure you're slapping those likes each and every time. I respect you. Okay, so I'm going to start with Raya in goal. Raya had hardly anything to do, but I thought his distribution was quite good yesterday. I felt that from set pieces and from corners, you know, he commanded his area. I felt that, you know, he won the ball, quite a few aerial balls. So I'm gonna give him a I'm gonna give him an 8. On to Timber. Timber played all right. It was all right. A few times he tried to get forward. He got in the way of Saka. One opportunity. He done all right. He tried to overlap yesterday. I thought he was decent. So I'm gonna give him an 8 as well. I'll give him an 8. I'll give him an 8. He done his job at the end of the day. And go to Saliba. Saliba was solid at the back, man. He was solid at the back, but there was a couple of things that kind of irritated me yesterday. He's my man in the match, to be honest. You know, apart from that penalty nearly giveaway and that ball he played straight to the Everton player in the midfield, I thought he was man in the match. I thought apart from that, I thought he was comfortable. So I'm going to give him a 9. So Saliba gets a 9. Actually, no, he gets a 10. Give him a 10 rating, people. Nketiah, I thought he was good as well. I thought he defended astutely. Need to see more games with these two players, man, because you know you got the aggression, you got the aggressive in Nketiah, and you've got Saliba. That's probably going to be the partnership for the future, maybe, or unless Nketiah goes to the left-hand side. I thought he was good yesterday. I thought he was decent. There was times where we had to just boot the ball out, and you know, to be honest, yeah, sometimes in them games you got to do that, and it's not about always trying to do the smart thing and pass it out and try and play out. You know, he done his defensive duties, so I'm going to give him an 8 as well. Calafiori, I don't think Calafiori had his best game yesterday. He was all right. I think he didn't really get as forward as much in the game yesterday, if I can remember. From what I can remember, he done all right in the game. He done all right. Not, you know, nothing spectacular, but he kept it simple, innit? You know, he kept it simple, and I'm gonna give him I'll give him an 8 as well. I would have given a 7, but you know what, it is what it is. So as we go into the middle now, you got Zubimendi and Rice. I don't know, man. I didn't think Zubimendi was that good yesterday, man. I didn't think he was that good. The thing with Zubi, yeah, he seems to get away with a lot of stuff, man, and we just praise it, innit? That's how I feel. I feel that he gets away with a lot of stuff. And sometimes his defensive duties can let him down because the way he handled who was the guy that was running? Was it Barry that was running who he tackled? That could have been detrimental for us, you know. That could have been very detrimental. So I'm gonna give him a 6. I don't think he was that great. Also, as well, Rice was covering him a lot as well yesterday as well. Rice, as always, Rice is just, you know, doing his thing in the middle. I'll give Rice a 7. Yeah, he was just industrious yesterday, innit? Getting the ball out, you know, tackling. Actually, he's going to get an 8 because he's my guy anyway. I thought he was decent. Sometimes, you know what, you just let Rice just do Rice, innit? You know what I mean? Saka, I thought Saka had a good game yesterday. Should have gotten that, should have scored, should have definitely scored yesterday. You know, was getting into good areas in the box, man. Do you know what I mean? Should have scored from that chance he shot with his right foot. Could have had time to like maybe line it up with his left foot and shoot. Although there were players on the line, I felt that he should have probably scored yesterday. He was okay. He was okay. I'm going to give him an 8 as well. But a lot of our attacks went down the right hand side, as it always does. And yeah, he put in a few good crosses into the box as well, so he was decent. Moving on to Odegaard. Odegaard had a decent game as well. One thing annoyed me, and you're all gonna know what it is when he had that chance to play the ball to Gyökeres on that run, and he's just hit it so heavy, yeah, that the guy's got to go so wide. That was a bit frustrating, man. Do you know what I mean? What is it? What is it? You can't get the ball to this guy. Can't you just play a simple ball to this guy? But you know, he played all right. He came deep. He dropped to get the ball. You know, he was doing his distribution thing. He done all right. So I'll give him an 8. Rate 8. And Trossard played good, you know. Trossard played good. You know, he's getting back to his fitness. I wish he had scored that goal yesterday, man. I wish he had scored that goal yesterday. That would have just been the icing on the cake, man. That would have been the icing on the cake, seeing him score. You know what? Trossard's not usually known for, you know what I mean, his defensive duties, but what he did well in defense as well, yeah, when the ball came out to him, he didn't lose it, you know, and he tried to get the ball, you know, 1-2s on that wing, you know, to try to move the ball up the pitch. He also tried to cut inside sometimes to like maybe move it through the midfield over to the right as well. I think he had a decent game, but yeah, I agree with Skills that he should have scored yesterday. He definitely should have put that in the back of the net. So his ads are so annoying, man. I'm going to give him an 8 as well. And on to the Yok. Scored a penalty yesterday. I think he's been better than his previous games, but I think there's still a lot that he needs to give, man. You know, he was trying to make he did make a few decent runs. Just want to see him. I just want to see him getting more shots, because we know about that power that he's got in that right foot. Yeah, he's a powerful player. But yeah, just need to see a bit more from him. I know he got his goal in that, but I just want to see that extra 10-15% from him in games. Yeah, where, you know what, we need to get the ball to him a bit more as well. I don't know what the stats were for that game. I haven't really looked at them, but I like to see how many touches he had on the ball yesterday, because it still didn't seem that much to me. But it's coming, man. It will come. It will come. I'm going to give Gyökeres an 8 as well. He scored the penalty as well. A very good penalty. Smashed down the left. So that's my rankings, people, of the players in the game. If you agree, disagree, that's cool. But anyway, let's get that off the screen. Let's go back to normal. Let's go back to normal. Normal. That's not normal. That's not normal. Let's go through some of your comments, man. LFC Monster, big up to you, my bro. It was a steady Eddie, decent performance yesterday with a goal being the main highlight. Yep. Big up to Skills in the building. Great away win from home. Yep. And sometimes, yeah, these grounds can be tricky, innit? So in those instances, you just take the win. You just take the win every single time. Doing, man. This ad is so annoying, man. Let me just see if I can do this quickly. Oh, I've done that now. Did look a bit cut off. You just take the win. And a lot of the difficult grounds we've kind of played at. We kind of played at a lot of difficult grounds already. We haven't gone to Etihad. Thinking who else we haven't gone to as well. Spurs away, but I ain't scared of Spurs. We've played at Chelsea already. We've gone to Newcastle. Leeds will be a difficult game, I think. Forest, Nottingham, I think that'd be a difficult game as well. So yeah, there are a few difficult grounds to go to. Now, people might laugh at me, think, Ellen Road, what are you talking about? Ellen Road is a difficult game. It's going to be a difficult ground to go to, man. I remember when we went there a few seasons ago, and I think Saka scored that beauty with his right foot. That game could have went either way. I think that game as well, I think they could have maybe had a penalty in that game as well, if I can remember. Palace next, I would change the whole front three. Martinelli, Jesus, Madueke should start. That's interesting. That is interesting. Trossard and Saka should have scored, and Zubimendi was unlucky. We hit the post, yeah, twice. Yep. The only worry is these performances happen 4 or 5 games in a row, similar to us at start of the season. At some point, performance will catch up, but no real worry needed yet, though. In my opinion, happy Gyökeres scored. I'm looking at all these adverts popping up on the corner. I swear down, some big corporate is out of their mind if they think I'm not going to get ad block for that mess. Arteta does need to work on getting Gyökeres more involved in the game still, but the pen was a banger, so it should give him confidence. We lose yesterday. We used yesterday's game in the previous 2 seasons. Villa at home will be a huge game if they stay 3 points behind you till then. Oh, they got Villa. Sorry, they got Man United today, innit? So, yeah. That's a massive game, you know. That's a huge game. But I think the Brighton game's a huge game as well. Every game for Arsenal is a huge game for me. I don't take any team lightly. I just assume everyone's going to be hard. Yeah, exactly. I don't look at the table and think, that's a dubs. I just see that when you're in a title race, yeah, every team wants to stop you from winning the title, yeah. And I'll be honest, yeah, no one really wants Arsenal to win the title apart from Arsenal fans. Maybe Man United fans because they don't like Man City, but there are some Man United fans that probably don't want Arsenal to win the league because of that rivalry from the past. I don't know how Liverpool fans feel. How Liverpool fans feel in that respect, because you also get the fan rivalry where we don't want Arsenal to win the league because of their fans. Yeah, and I hear that. I understand all of those notions as well. But we're going to keep going, innit? We're going to keep going. And yeah, every game is going to be difficult, and we understand that. But you know, we're going to get there one day. We are going to get there one day. And we can't allow City to win this title again, man. We cannot allow it. We should be going into each game blood, sweat, and tears, bro. Yeah? Blood, sweat, and tears. And one thing I've been noticing when I've been doing I'm changing it from watch along to watch togethers now. Yeah, watch together. One thing I notice about when we do our watch alongs now, yeah, is after the game, people are just chatting the most, bro. Yeah? The most. I don't get it. I really don't get it. I really don't get it. I'm not out here saying we're winning trebles and stuff. I want the league. That's what I want. But I hear what people are saying, man. I hear what people are saying. It's like we win a game, and I'm just talking about the performance of the game. Yeah, I'm not saying it weren't a great result, but I've noticed in the last couple of games we've had, yeah, there's been a lot of criticism, yeah, and a lot of negativity as well. And I'm not going to sit here and act like I don't understand it. I do understand it. But for you to turn around to say that I can't be happy with a win, you shouldn't be on my page then, bro. You should not be watching my streams, because if I win a game, I'm going to be happy we've won a game. Don't tell me how to be when my team wins. I'm happy we won against Everton. I wasn't jumping up and down. I was like, well done. You know, and this is the problem that I have with some of our fans. If we win a game, I'm happy. Just leave me, let me be. Yeah. No, the title is not here yet, but I'm going to be happy, and I should be happy when we win a tough game away to Everton at the Hill Dickinson Stadium. You know, I just don't see why everyone's always telling us how to be. Everyone's always telling our fan base how to be. Yeah, I'm not sitting here and saying we're top of the league, we're top of the league. I'm not here jumping around. Yeah, saying we're top of the league, bro. We're top of the league based on merit, yeah, based on winning a game yesterday. Everyone was getting giddy that City got that 3 points yesterday, and City are looking very good. There's no doubt about that. City are looking good, and City are the favourites to win the league. We know that, but we ain't going down without a fight. Yeah. Win, lose, or draw, we ain't going down without a fight. Yeah, so all the haters, keep hating. Just keep hating, because it's just a motivation stick. It's a motivational stick for me, man, as far as I'm concerned. Hey, that game yesterday was mad. You know, Spurs took that boy 10 and ran with it. Proper thugs. Just Spurs, man, that was mad. I just see like man with blood in his mouth and everything, man. Frimpong just bare blood in his mouth. I was like, raw. They all want to say they're the ones that stopped us every single club. You know, I read something, yeah. Sorry, I read. What is it? Who is it? My boy Yorkshire Gunner, yeah. He posted something the other day, and it is great. You know, everyone wants to chase down Arsenal, yeah, but when it comes to City, no one wants to chase them down, and he's right. When it comes to City, no one's saying anything. We're not chasing City. We're not doing this. Yeah. And when it comes to Arsenal, everyone's chasing us down. It's crazy. It's crazy, bro. You know what I mean? Boy 10 says, I generally don't stay around for post matches on watch alongs unless we lost or just took a proper big scalp like City or Bayern. Enjoy the City, lad. Enjoy the season, lads. Football is here to be enjoyed. And that's it. You know, through the good times, through the bad times, we're there in it. And you know what? When we lose, we will take the corn from fans. We'll take what we need to take in it. That's where it is. But yeah, let's just get a bit of perspective, guys, man, because not everything has to be in the moment. I hate this person. I hate this. Come on, man. We've just won a game. Man. And if you don't like my opinions, that's cool. There's other channels out there that, you know, are waiting for you for your negativity. So leave me out of all of that. Please leave me out of all of that. But anyway, people, yeah, I'm back tonight at 6:45, I believe. AFCONs is starting, people. I'll have my boy Hanno, Kyle with me. It's going to be big games. If you like all that AFCON stuff, if you don't, then that's cool. But you know what, just know that your boy Waffle Don's gonna be live. So you can come to me, you can talk to me about whatever you want to talk to me about. It's all good. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But make sure you slap up the likes. If you're new, subscribe to the channel. And you know what? Just big up to everyone in the building. Hey, here's my boy. Listen, no one ever wants to chase down City's truth. Big up to Home Slice in the building, man. Hi, bro. We were terrible yesterday, but big up the Gunners. Good luck. This is a real fan here. This is a real fan here, Home Slice. Yeah. Big up to you, Home Slice. See, I'm not gonna be like, oh, we beat you yesterday, and I'm not gonna do all of that, because you know Home Slice is a real fan. He's an Everton fan, by the way, a real fan. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So big up to Home Slice. It is what it is. We've got the 3 points. I didn't think it was the best game to watch, but it is what it is. If you've not heard what I've said about the game, then rewind back to the start. You know, I have been a bit critical about the performances, but I also understand, yeah, that you know what, yeah, it's the result that matters at the end of the day. So you know what, that's all I'm about. I don't care if we play like this to the end of the season and we win games. I don't care, as long as you give me that trophy. Anyway, people, yeah, slap the likes, subscribe. Waffle Don, I'm out. Peace.